Hello, my name is Mio Eriksson. Today I'm going to talk about a very important theme in business, which is investing. I just made the Norwegian version of this video and I realized that I was talking for 20 minutes and most of my viewers do not really like a video over 10 minutes. So I will try to keep it short, but also very uh, filled, basically creamy, if you could say. So first, I will give you an update of where I am today. As of today, the 8th of June, Sunday, I have gotten no more extra clients. I'm currently working with 4 different clients, all with website development. I had the last meeting I had was on Friday with Sven Andre, which is a very nice man. I'm learning a lot from him, and I am actually helping him with his business, which is great. We get a connection of that. And that's really it. I have very few meetings. I think I have 2 or 3 meetings this week, and then the week after that, I only have one guaranteed. And then after that, I don't know actually. Yeah. So let's go into the world of investment. Taken out of Wolf of Wall Street. That's not a investment, for example. Let's start with what an investment is. An investment is putting in input of your worth or your um, I do not remember what it's called. I will call it worth because worth is the same as money. Money has worth, and energy and time. Time is money, as they say, and money is worth. And it all everything has worth. Everything that you can offer has worth, basically. And that I hope you get because I cannot explain it very well. So let's get into my 3 basically favorite types of investing. Number 1 is uh, stocks or funds or whatever, putting real money into something, input, to get more out of it, output. Number 2 is putting time, energy, and money into yourself so that you may get an output of time, energy, or money, etc. And then number 3 will be investing in knowledge, basically, which is a part of number 2, investing in yourself. But let's just jump right into it. First of all, investing money into something to hopefully get more, investing output to get a higher output. Input into output, basically. Okay, so first I will be talking about this now. A book that I am currently reading, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki, which is a great book, and I have actually taken out a page from this book regarding what Robert invests in, and the only things that he invests in. And it's right here. I have this standing on my desk like this, but I may read it every day if I wish to. It's also a reminder for me to know what to invest in the future and now. By the way, currently I have 30,000 kroner in only funds. I cannot disclose which funds because this is a non-private or public video on YouTube, but essentially that's just for your knowledge. I will just read from this. Robert says real assets fall into the following categories. Number 1, businesses that do not require his presence. He owns them, but they are managed or run by other people. He has to work on them, he has to work there, It's not a business, it's a job. And I think about that a lot. Eric's Media is a business, but it is my job also. So it's not only passive. Yeah. Number 2 is stocks. Very fair enough. Number 3 is bonds. Number 4 is income generating real estate, for example, Airbnb. Number 5 is notes or IOUs. Number 6 is royalties from intellectual property such as music, scripts, and patents. Patents, yeah. For example, I do not know if this is true, but I think you may lease music for example, DJs, or you can think of Shutterstock images, examples. And number 7, anything that has value, produces income, and or appreciates. And then, of course, has a ready market, because you need a ready market. This, for your knowledge, is page number 147. And yeah, so I think about that a lot. You have to, maybe not in the beginning, but in the future, you would definitely have to invest your own money, your own money into things to get more money out of it. That's a great way to make more money out of something. That's really number 1, investing money into assets, basically, not liabilities. This you can read about in Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I can get into now, which is investing. No, actually, I won't be getting into now. It's number 3. Number 2 is investing in yourself. And what I mean by this is, for example, clothes, accessories, and or anything that makes you feel like you are worth even more than you already are, because you're worth $1,000,000. Okay, I'll first give you an example of something that I purchased yesterday, which is a dress from a Swedish brand called John Henrik, which I myself, I do not know about you, but I really only enjoy, as of today, clothes which I prefer are high quality and have a well-known or good brand. I say good because the brand really just has to make me feel like it's good. Kind of winner effect you could go into there, which I've made a video about. You should definitely check it out. I'll go get the dress. You can look at it, really just for showing you. It's not for flexing, it's for giving an example. I'll show you now. This is the dress. It's very hard to see. It's got a, let's see, it's got a, what's it called? A double knitted, I don't know what it's called in English, double knitted, double buttoned, maybe it's called. It's a double buttoned linen suit from, as I said, John Henrik, yeah, which is great. It costs me 3,600 kroner. It was on a sale, but in the end, it might just make me $250,000, if that makes sense. Mostly, as a reason as to why I purchased a dress actually right now is because, first of all, my school closing or school ending, basically 10th grade, is in 10 days, about 10 days, and I need a nice suit, so I invested some money in that. But it's also very great to have, for example, something that I will be attending in the future, or not so distant future, which is events or workshop events, where you can learn and discuss and connect with other people, network you could call it. And having a good dress is one of my favorite things then, to make yourself just feel great, really. I will get back to you. Okay, so now we have the dress or clothes. I also invest in a lot of different clothes. This one, for example, is not really a high quality. It's from Cubus, which, I only use it because I feel comfortable in it. But I like, for example, cashmere clothes I really enjoy, or high quality such as Pini Parma, which I have, one from Cavour. You get the idea, this brands, high quality brands basically. Something else that I personally love investing in because it makes me happy is this watch. It particularly doesn't really make me that happy, but clocks or watches. This is a Maserati. I do not remember the model name. Yeah, this is how it looks on the inside. Very nice opening basically, and this is it on me. It's a Maserati. Kind of looks like a Rolex almost, and it cost me about 3,000 kroner, about $300 USD. And the reason why I bought it is because I feel like owning a watch at a pretty damn steep price for me at least at this moment in my life. 3,000 kroner is a very steep price for me. It does make me feel like I have 3,000 kroner on my wrist. It kind of makes me enjoy working, kind of. Only downside to this is that I bought a 42 millimeter euro. I don't know what it's called in English. Diameter is 42 millimeters, and I should probably have gotten a 40 or even 30. I think it's 8 millimeters because I have fairly thin wrists, as you can see. Yeah, that's not the point of this video though. Let's go into something else that I love investing in, which is cologne. Having a nice, good cologne is something that will kind of make or break you if that's what you're into. This is a cologne from Hermes, which will give you the sense of it being super expensive and super good. In my opinion, it's very good. It's not that expensive. It cost me 600 kroner for 30 milliliters, which is about 60 or $55 USD, which is very good. And it's from Hermes, which is a very well respected brand. And I love the fresh, kind of juicy smell. It's got a kind of sour apple feel to it, and everything about it is very, very high quality in my opinion. Something else that I didn't mention actually in the Norwegian video is my headphones, AirPod Maxes. I have dropped them a bit, I don't know if you can tell, but they are very nice, and I love listening to music. I listen to music all the time, which is a part of my kind of self-investment because I work a lot and then I get to listen to music a lot, which makes me work even more. And that's really everything that I personally have so far invested in. In my opinion, it's mostly clothes that make you kind of feel happy, which makes me work more. And of course, well, this isn't really an investment. It's having a nice mouse, for example. This isn't really a great mouse, but I feel like it fits my hand and it's kind of easy to hold. Yeah, I like it. Also, for example, a keyboard is pretty well nice to have. I'm working on a fairly, I don't know if I am able to show you this, working on a pretty large monitor on a Mac Mini Studio, or Mac Mini I guess it's called, which is a great combination, and it allows me to work on a big project basically. Okay, and then let's go into the number 3, the most important thing to invest in my opinion, which is knowledge. And as I've said, investing isn't only money, it might be your time, your energy, your focus. Therefore, my number one thing that you should invest in when it comes to knowledge is books. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki is a very, very good book. Definitely for the people starting out in the entrepreneur world. And it goes into Robert's view on business and how he learned business at only 7 years old. So you kind of get the perspective of a 7-year-old boy, which allows you to kind of get the knowledge a lot easier. I didn't really mention this, but investing in money into anything I will definitely talk about this. The difference between S&P 500 and S&P 500. If you do not know what S&P 500 is, S&P 500 is a index fund which has a yearly return of I think 10%, but a normal index fund or enormous fund has a yearly return of about 7%, which is pretty great actually. It's better than having your money in the bank at least. And essentially, you could ask yourself this question every time. If you, for example, do not own that much money, like me, but you, let's say you wish to purchase a fresh pair of shoes for 1,000 kroner, $100. Now, you could spend that $100 on shoes, or you could put them into a S&P or something that allows for at least 7% return yearly. And then in only, I say only 50 years, you will have about 30,000 kroner, 30 or $3,000, which is a lot more than $100. And essentially, you can just ask yourself, would I be more happy spending this now, or would I be more happy in 50 years having that extra 30,000 kroner? But then, of course, I will have to go into the S&P 500. S&P 500 is really about investing in yourself. You can choose to invest in S&P and get a 7% yearly return, or you can invest in S&P 500 in yourself, and then you could have a yearly return on a gazillion, billion, trillion dollars basically. There's no limit because you are the one making that limit. And then that goes into investing in time, or investing time, energy, and focus into yourself. And then, of course, money. So regarding knowledge, I would definitely recommend investing in books, investing in mentorships, investing in programs, systems, but also resources such as this, a notebook, or such as this, which is a calendar book. I also have a digital calendar, and you get the drill basically. Investing money, or really only money into yourself, into learning something and then being better in it, and then making more money, because that's the end goal for at least 99% of people. I am going to have to say goodbye, or good night, sorry, and then I hope that we may meet again in the next video. Bye bye.